Hello, I'm Lindley Gooden. I'd like to welcome you to Marketforce's Creating a Customer-Centric Banking Model webinar, hosted in association with Earnix. The banking industry is undergoing a seismic change, as you'll know. Customer expectations are growing every day, and the rise of new entrants means that the industry simply can't afford to sit still. Trust is still arguably at an all-time low, so those who invest in creating a customer-centric banking model, a customer-focused banking model, will stand the greatest chance of protecting their margins and also building loyalty. But the industry does have a long way to go. This year, Marketforce and Earnix surveyed 200 banking executives confidentially across Europe and found that over two-thirds agreed that banks often fail to understand what customers really value. So over the next hour, we'll be asking some very big questions and investigating which strategies could be integral to creating a truly customer-centric or customer-focused banking model, as well as how pricing and product creation will need to change. Before we do that, let's meet our fantastic panel today. First of all, Anne Boden. Hello, Anne.
Hello.
Anne is CEO and founder of Starling Bank. Starling was recently named by the Sunday Times as one of the top 25 fintech startups in the world. Previously, Anne was Chief Operating Officer of Allied Irish Banks plc and head of EMEA Global Transaction Banking across 34 countries for RBS and ABN AMRO. Good to see you today.
Thank you.
Next is Lars Sjögren. How are you?
Hello.
Good to see you. Lars is head of transaction banking at Danske Bank. Most recently, he was deputy CEO in Danske Bank of Sweden and head of business development. He holds an MBA from the Stockholm School of Economics and has been with Danske in Sweden since 1990. That's one hell of a credential history. Staying power. And finally, we have David Riddell. Hello, David.
Hi.
David is Director of Banking Solutions at Earnix, having joined the company in January this year after a 26-year consulting career in retail banking, payments and customer strategy, including being a partner in Novantas and PwC, and running his own consulting company, Pink. He's also Innovation and Strategy Advisor to several of the world's leading business schools. And if that's not enough, mentors MBA and business PhD students. Amazing. Thanks for joining us, David, and thanks to Earnix for supporting our webinar today. Couldn't do it without you. Okay, so we have lots to talk about over the next hour, and many of you will have your own big questions and comments for our panel. So we want to put you at the heart of the debates. Send in your questions throughout the webinar, either using the Twitter hashtag Customer15 or the questions section on our webpage if you're watching us live. We'll try to get to as many as we can towards the end of the discussion. But let's kick off the debate. How successful do you think has the industry been at creating a really customer-focused world, a banking industry that really cares about us? David?